live. Northwest Florida still. I'm inside. It's resting time. Feel good, y'all. Life is good. Just want to share with people and men in general, just that discipline. That discipline. Nothing is new under the sun. And want to relate to my entire generation. Generation X, D, Y, Z, millennial, all of that. That you can control the narrative. You can control how your night goes. How far you allow your imagination, your thoughts, your ideas, suggestions that go. How you can sneak in the little bits of self-improvement. I want you to scan the room with me. TV off, but if it was on, I'd probably be catching up on Undercover Billionaire. There's my feet there. Way. That's my good foot for right now. My bad foot, on the other hand, back to normal size. The skin, okay, That's why I work so hard. I'm ready to get a pedicure and a reflexology. Still at the same nice place. That's the thinker spot right there. Thinker spot. Little chair. The other bed is twins. Those cold blinds. Past that foot again. Microwave, front door, restroom around the corner. I want to talk to you guys. Talk to everybody and talk to the guys. I did it, y'all. I hit 100 push-ups, about 101. Just channeling everything. And I want you all to know there's a lot floating. And I don't mean this as a shade or sneak this or anything, but it's the absolute truth. There's a lot floating around about sometimes we're our own worst critic. And I thought about everything I paid for, everything I've earned in my life, including the physicality. And I was getting ready to spend discipline, man. Flossing, Oral-B. Flossing is a lifestyle. Flossing, brushing. It takes a lot to do that. Ladies will tell you. So, they got brothers. They've had experience with men. It takes a lot to do that. It's simple, but it takes a lot to do that. Choices, Not claiming to be perfect, but it feels good. It's part of loving you and self-care. For real. So, flossed, brushed, and I was looking at my body. I'm like, man, this is not your best you. Like, the frame is there of a person that is in control dietarily, but you need to pump those muscles up. And I've been coming on here telling you for a good year how I used to do this. Like Drake say, where do these brothers be at when they say they doing all this and all that? So, hit the 100 push-ups, y'all. I didn't have to, but something inside of me say, man, get it. Dig in there. Aim high. Get in there. First set was 40. Pushed through that. 40, 41, whatever. Second set was about 60 or 61, whatever it was. But I hit it. Feels good, y'all. Feels good. And I noticed the pump that was in there. It's about the chest and the shoulders. And tending to my abdomen, my obliques. Like I told you earlier yesterday, because now it's Wednesday, Boldness Day. Now it's Wednesday, like I told you yesterday, I've been partaking of some chicken sandwiches. The chicken sandwiches. Popeyes. No, I hadn't had the Popeyes one in a while. Chick-fil-A had a couple in the past 2 weeks. And there was this nice country gas station in Baxley, Georgia. No, that was Alma, Georgia. I had one of the originals. Just that deep fried chicken fillet, pickles, mustard. That was about a week ago when I was heading down into Tallahassee. And a couple times, chicken biscuit, what have you, Whataburger. Just dealing with that. The internals and the externals, how it looks. Not as a depressive thing, not as a sad thing. But it's like, Oh, there's times I'm way more in control than that. I'm not totally gone. I haven't let myself go, but it's the little things you can do, the little discipline things you can do. Just want to talk to you guys about it because it's spring break. We have eyes. We see what we see. We see what we like. And some of us men are silently suffering with lust. The lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life. It's okay to know what you like. It's okay to know your type or one of your types. But it's the acting upon that we want to be able to manage or control. So it's like, by taking care of me, being the clean gentleman that I want to present to my future bride, the best I can, in my wherewithal, guiding them teeth, ORB, flossing is a lifestyle. Floss, brush, hit them push-ups, put a pump back in my body, feeling good. Hit that shower, shedding moisture, one of those bar soaps. It smell good too, y'all. Good stuff. Try to use the best, y'all. And that's part of buffing my body, making it my slave. And this isn't a sad song. It's how I've been able to empower myself. And I want to give a shout out to Tony Gaskins. Shout out to Tony Gaskins, and shout out to Nikki Winston, and shout out to Rachel Baraboo. People that call you up hither. They call you up hither. It's not a you better not. It's not a shaming. People that start the dialogue of how to abstain, how to resist. Many other leaders, and specifically Christian leaders. Because sometimes it's like this, guys. You don't been out there enough. You're out there. And it's like, I know one day I don't want to do this. I know it's capable to not do this. So, like I said, this for me. It's okay that you see what you see. It's okay that you see your type, you see one of your types. But in these private moments, these private hours, it's like putting my best self forward. It's one of those things of, I pour myself into my work. I don't want to appear as a workaholic, but I've learned to channel it. It's like, find a way to just go to sleep. Now, some of y'all directly know what I'm talking about. Some may say I'm beating around the bush, but I want you to consider everything. Consider your hydration. Consider the appearance of your eyes. Now me, I haven't been getting total 8 hours, so I look whatever, And consider hydration. Look around your eyes. Maybe the glow of your skin, how all this going to be affected. You want to have a clear mental state. You don't want to be foggy. You don't want to wear the countenance of shame, embarrassment. You don't want to have that guilt, that paranoia. What if this thing being tracked? What if I somehow I get exposed some weird way? Just talking to you about it. OG talk. Man of God, OG talk. Doing the best I can. So I think about it every level of my life in decade 3 right now. This isn't good two-shoe talk because I want you guys to understand that I've been active and I know abstinence. So, abstinence, celibacy, however you want to say it, celibacy. Just say abstinence, just to abstain, just to not do. It's risky out here, y'all, guys. I want you to understand. And this is for believers, and I want you guys to know I've had many levels of health education and sexual education. I'm not perfect, but I endeavor to keep setting the bar high and keep learning ways to stay out the way. So I'm out here, guys. I'm out here amongst all manners of life, and sometimes I can relate just to the language. I don't want to dull anybody's party. Like, I take people to the gentleman's club sometimes, just to be honest, passengers, and I ain't allergic. I ain't scared. I'm just saying right now, doing the best I can. I roll solo so much besides the work I do. Can I keep me out of there? Can I hold me accountable? And what I'm saying is, I don't know what comes ahead of me in the pages and the chapters of my life, but right now, can you, Jermaine, keep yourself out of there so that you're not spending the money, so that you're not feeding the lust, and you open a door again, and one thing leading to another. Like I say, it's time out for acting fake, acting like you don't see what you like out here. You understand what I'm saying? I see, but it's in control. And I talked to God. I said, God, you created a beautiful creation when you created a woman. It's time for men to be men. It's time for men of God to reclaim our stake. It's okay to be strong. It's okay to work on yourself. It's okay to be wealthy. It's okay to have big boy toys. It's okay to not act funny when you see a fine woman. It's okay. So much flakiness and so much holy roller shows out here, what people may expect of you and what people are doing. It's just time to have a new level of real. Just be a man. Be a man of God. Be a godly man. Do the best you can to respect the ladies, respect the women. Have good conversation, good choice conversation. And if hairs ever get crossed, because we live in the era of Me Too and some hypersensitivity, do your best to fix it. If a woman approaches you in language that she thinks you're hitting on her or hitting on someone and all this other stuff, it's a dangerous ground we tread. But that's part of, you want to have that mental clarity, not as a clapback, not as a combat, but to clear the air. And what I'm saying is, I had that encounter a few days ago, Panama City Beach. I'm a conversationalist. I'm a conversational person. I'm a fluent speaker. And as you can see, I'm a black man, a brown-skinned man. And just being absolutely open with you, the fact that I am interracially friendly, some people like it, some people don't like it. And some people may not express it as clear as they like that. I had an encounter at a store with a personnel of the store, just giving you an example of that, where being a man and being a black man, just being honest with you. A lady says, she kind of pulls her glasses off. She says, look, I'm X amount of years old, this and that. I got children your age, this and that. I got a daughter your age. And kind of stern. And as I'm treading away, I like to speak to people. Speak to another person. I'm going to speak her in a waiver. And she said something about the girl's age or something. I said, I wasn't trying to. So me, like I said, I've really been working on, first of all, I'm in my 30s, so I pay the water bill a lot more nowadays. So sometimes after I go to the store, sometimes that's how I eat, y'all. I go to the deli, soup, sushi, whatever, juice, flavored water, hydration water, whatever I do, that kind of thing, or some meal from the deli. Sometimes I do that so I don't overspend out here, because I'm very mobile. But I go back in there, order a business, getting in them teeth, 4B, flossing the lifestyle, flossing, brushing, pay the water bill. I come back by, and I think, okay, do I ignore it and that phantom coming through here, or do I try to fix it? So what happens is, in this situation is, I'm 34, and I want y'all to understand some real life experience of mine. I just relate to older women easier and more fluent, and I don't want anybody to tag me as creepy or weird, because this is a thing. when I was college age, women were hardly interested in me. Now, young girls all into me. And I'm known to keep a good square goatee, a nice hairline, and even low. Look at me, y'all. I am handsome and pretty. But I'm just saying, you all into this, you hollering at this, but I think it's the women read maturity and stability. Some of y'all may say I have neither. Some of y'all may say I have one or the other, but they read it. That must be what they see. And a lot of my experience has been with older women because I got so deuced along the way of my non-dating in my 20s. I had a lot of non-dating. A lot of my experiences were too fast experiences. And every last one of them were women that were older than me. I'm just clearing that closet for you. Being honest. Being absolutely honest. Every one of them. And anybody about my age or, slightly younger, it's always been a complication. And they moved along for whatever was fleeting. Maybe the man had more money than me. Maybe he had a more alluring career or whatever. Maybe they thought he looked better. And, genuine looks or build or whatever. Losses I've had to overcome. So y'all see me as happy-go-lucky, but I've been hurt before, y'all. But I'm not gonna live as hurt. So the woman that gives me a chance and loves me and doesn't freak out on me because I show love. I'm saying someone within my age, a reasonable age, 5 years older or 5 years younger or my same age, maximum 10 years older or 10 years younger. That's why I gotta play, because I'm getting older. I'm not 23 anymore where a lot of that cycle started. I'm bearing a lot of truth to you right now. Just shaping my mind up, listening to the right people. And back to the conversation at hand with that young lady, I said, ma'am, I apologize. I know it's dangerous for me to not say anything, and it's dangerous for me to say anything. I apologize if I appeared as if I was flirting or hitting her. She said, no. She said, you're an attractive young man and you made me feel good. But the reality is I'm older than you. So she cleared the air on that. I said, man, I just speak to people. I'm just an outspoken person. Society puts such a stigma. They think men are just hunting, just always on chase. It's just like, I can have a conversation and not be trying to score. And it's crazy for me to say things like that because y'all know what I do, the nature of what I do. I'm always working. So people have to understand that in past recent months was almost a sad spot for me. I'm like, that means I can't even try to have a relationship or try to date. I work everywhere women are. I'm always seen as the work. I have to. That's where I am in life. But I'm not actively in pursuit and actively dating, but I'm allowing life to be life. And hello could turn into something. But my standards are high, but my nose isn't in the air because I know how I'm looked at. I know I'm the man. I have confidence. I'm saying not cockiness, confidence. I know I'm the man. I'm physically fit. I'm attractive. I understand money. I understand credit. I understand investing. I have a good work history background. I have an advanced degree, professional studies degree on top of a bachelor's. I understand mobility in life, but I don't look down on people. And a lot of people can't even read those things, but some people do if they speak with me or they listen to me, that I am somebody. And I like to empower people, no matter if they have no degree. No matter if they come from the gutter, no matter if they come from the trap, no matter if they come from the hood, the trailer park, no matter whatever they're going through, whatever they've been through, I try to empower people, but I try not to be no sucker. Don't fall for everything. Don't get in conversations that last too long. Don't get taken advantage of. Don't be too giving. But you guys probably read where I'm going with that. But this is for people, just people in general, and this is for the men. Just ways to manage all that. Just to manage all that. Just to live life, but having some standards, some bars of excellence and purity. Yeah, thoughts come. Yeah, we have our sayings that have rubbed off on us as men, but you also got to find your people, because I can be a gentleman, and I've spoken on this before. I can be a gentleman in one community, and like I say, that era of racism and just how they do things. Maybe everybody there's in baby mama, baby daddy relationships. Maybe everybody there is married, so they just see me as wrong. I don't have none of that. So hello shouldn't be so offensive, and I never allow inferiority from me. If I'm gonna wave to a white person, I'm gonna wave to a white person. If I'm gonna wave to a black person, I'm gonna wave to a black person. If I'm gonna wave to an Asian person, I'm gonna wave to an Asian person. But in one community, it could rule up a whole complaint just from being friendly. Hello, good afternoon, how are you? Have a great day. Seriously, complaints. In another community, conversation starts and new friends are made. And I just want that to be a stand-up thing to some black men going through that. Some black men go through that because I've tried to spell it out as clear as day before. People tell me I'm wrong. It hurts not to be accepted. I accept me. God created and accepts me and loves me. I love me. But it's rough when you're in the crosshairs of racial pride, oppression, racism, ethnic prejudice, and all of that. So there's communities close to where I live. It's hard, y'all, because I'm me. I'm not bothering anybody, but I'm giving life a chance. And there's other communities where I'm making whole new friendships just for doing the same thing. So if you guys want to understand the bigger picture of why I do what I do, is to stay out of trouble in many ways. Just reaching out to more affluent communities, more wealthy communities, more educated communities. And that very statement is the thing that gets me in debates and people not liking me, because that's the problem. People cannot accept a black man who has his shoulders back, has his head up. Some people can't do that. That has nerve to speak first and be friendly and have a conversation. It's a real thing. I'm not crying foul. There's some places that they need to work on that. And there's some places I feel the love. And oftentimes those places I feel the love is where I'm making the bag, where I'm making the money. So these things are real. It's all the crosshairs. So think about this. If a person, I'm 34, having acceptance and rejection. Understanding acceptance and rejection. Your kind of people, not your kind of people. Not that you choose, but they're rejecting you, rejecting or accepting you. So imagine what that can do for somebody. Somebody can try to tell you your identity. You could question your identity. You could question your reception, how you're being perceived. All of that's bad for you. All that's mind. That's the gem of the devil. That's the mind games of the devil. God loves you. He made no mistakes. Everything is good. Everything is good. You just have to seek him. You got to hide that word inside your heart. You got to look at that word. You got to have clear-cut, defined examples of what healthy, strong men look like, what healthy relationships look like. What is a wife that's loving looks like? What does a life that is forgiving, she's bearing these fruits, look like? What is a wife that talks to her husband and builds him up and edifies him and speaks well of him and speaks well to him? What does that look like? That's all it is, guys. Our generation's so lost because people don't want to touch any of these issues, and these are the real problems. They're the real problems. So a lot of my rehab and repair, walking solo with so much stigma on me, has been that, just turning my face to the wall, just turning inward, turn my face to the wall, get to know God, listen to what God has to say. That's why I'm listening to Bible studies and Bible teachings. and things of that sort. Walls are thin, y'all. I don't know what's really going on. But I ain't hating. I'm telling you, I gotta be real out here. That's how I got here. But anyway, I ain't flaky. I ain't fake like that. I told you. I've been out there. I'm not out there right now. I'm by myself. Nothing sad about it. Trust me, there's a prize in my eyes. There's a type that I want, that I truly want, sincerely want, that's gonna help me take my life and take her life to the top. And that's what's great. Live long enough, guys. Trust God, trust the process, live long enough to realize your type or your types, ultimately leading to your one. Some people have one. I say I got multiple types. I just know it when I see it, when I hear it. I just know it, you know. Just live long enough. So all you guys out there, 17, 22, have some patience, man. 25. You're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna have urges. You're gonna be tempted. You're gonna do things. You're gonna get tricked. But live long enough to know your type. It just takes longer nowadays. And I have this conversation often. People concerned about the clock, 30 and 35. You just gotta look at the beauty of woman. Me knowing what 30, 40, 50 something looks like, feels like, tastes like, smells like, and everything of the like, this grown folk talk. It's all good, it's all love. No mystery there. So it's like a Music Soul Child song. I'm gonna love her when her hair turns gray, when she gains a little weight. It's all the same. It's all the same. That's why I say it all starts with me. Do I care for me? That's what makes me attracted to women that care for themselves. And it's like I had to overcome people having the nerve, because it's got to be rooted in socioeconomic pinning and racism pinning. How dare someone tell me that a woman is out of my league? What woman is out of my league? None. But I know what I do want. I want a believer. I want a Christian. I want someone with love in their heart, someone tender and forgiving, and kind and caring and loves kids. I want someone that endeavors to be healthy, eat healthy, live healthy. I want someone that embraces family, multi-generational family. Someone that we can love our kids forever. They're forever our children, even as adults. They'll need us all our lives. And we're going to be there for them. Not to have this raised by wolves, eat your young mentality. That ain't going down with me. I don't care how fine she is. That's crazy. That's crazy. No. That's just not what the best of families look like. So, probably rare. You probably won't hear nobody say that coming from my category. I don't care if my child's 12, 22, 32, or 42. They're always welcome in my home. They can always get advice from me. I'm going to talk to them about what's best for them, not what's best for me. I'm serious. Some people not even welcome in their home. That's a cycle that needs to be broken. That's just strange. That's strange. How you go from Google Gaga playing with somebody from birth to 5 to I can't stand you because you're close to 18 and you're 20 and you're 30 and yada da 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 da. I didn't get that program my first 18 years, but I kind of co-heard it throughout my high school years, and I kind of see people act ridiculous in my adulthood about that kind of thing. That's just evil. Nothing good about it. You can have it up to here with somebody, even if it's your children, but is there love in your heart? When I say have it up to here, not in existence, but when they do things, unseemly things, bad things, when tough conversations get had, response to the tough things. But can you love? Can you rebound and love? Can you be there for them when people turn their back and they're doing the best they can to be the best they can? That way. That's what I intend to be. Because I know who I am. I talked about that wheelhouse earlier. I couldn't see a child of mine going wrong. Yeah, they might be of the world for a while. They might make mistakes. They may pull away from God for a while. Not that it's cute. It happens. But that's why you pray. You pray over them. You cover them. You don't disown them. You don't have nothing to do with them. You don't tell all their business. You don't. Oh, they coming home. They coming home. Home is the style, the family, the covenant you have, your style. That's temporary. Nobody can do that unless they truly just love being reprobate. No, they can't. If not, they're choosing the hardest route. But you still love them. You still love them. So I just have a good optimism and faith about what this thing is all about. Person may say, why you talking in the camera like this about this? My thing is, I am the marrying type. I am the fathering type. And the target of my life, I thought I'd be there at age 23 or 25. So I can't really have the blues about it. My thing is, in the meantime, redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. So build life as I would if I would have had that thing I wanted. If I had the NFL contract and played a good amount of years and made all that money. Just build. Use another vehicle to build. Use entrepreneurship to build. Use entrepreneurship to build. And just choose the wife you would have chosen anyway. And love the children the way you would have loved anyway. We complicate it as adults. The term purpose and what to do with our lives. Complicated. Do what you would have done anyway. Just choose another vehicle. That's what you should do. That's what I'm doing. So I refuse to get down on me like people get down on me. And I appreciate the few people that are in my corner. But it's God and I and God. I and God are a majority. That quote. I believe in me. Some people, I know it's why I don't get all the likes. I'm not doing as people would like. And if doing as people would like is us obsessing about my job, trust me, I have those. I will. Either that or my entrepreneur takes off great enough that my presence is known, Either that or I have other jobs. But my job won't be my identity. You'll see the suit, the tie, and the badge. You'll see it. But it won't, all that comes off on me outside of that. People might not like the way I'm doing my hair. They might not like the way I dress. Oh, I know how to dress up. And I will return some of that. Just been going through things, personal things at home, outgrowing stuff, binds in my cash flow. But the places I've been the past week and a half, 2 weeks, it's been beyond binds. Been a floodgate. I've had some moments like, darn it. Kind of stagflation. Stagnant, but I mess around and found a pot of gold out here. Some of these places. And I'm happy to get back on track, making investments and debt pay down strategies and nourishing myself as I should. Just getting back on track, slowly but surely. It all takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Maine wasn't built in a day. I know you'll like that. Just talking about it, guys. Controlling that mind and controlling that body. You can't help what happened in your sleep. So forgive yourself if you ever have the nocturnal. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. But it's what we do when we're awake. And this is not a hypocrisy. Do the best you can, guys. Do the best you can. Exert that energy into building some muscle. Exert that energy into writing an outline for a book. Exert that energy into a blog. Exert that energy into YouTube videos we can monetize. Exert that energy into reading, to listening to audiobooks or training style material, even if it's on YouTube. And if you single like that, you're not on the phone with a girl, you're not on the phone texting, what have you, find a way to compress that energy and just fall asleep. Because the greater good is you'll look better. And my day is coming when I get these 8 hours again like I should. I've probably been on here an hour, waiting on some clothes to dry, doing laundry. Might be dry when I'm done this video, but just compress it, just go to sleep. Just give you all in a day, working out. Make sure you learn something new, putting in work for revenue. Be about that residual. Be about the relationships that can lead to you having the best of work and the best of pay. Just find a way to go to sleep, guys. Because then, no matter what I'm kind of going around, which is clear as day, there's a lot of shame in it, a lot of dehydration in it, a lot of paranoia in it. So I present that line of thought for you. And this can apply to women. Just make something out of the time you have. Make something out of the time you have. You find yourself every year bettering yourself. So this isn't about acting perfect, being a holy roller. Just watch your targets. That's why you need to dream high. And I think that's why there's so much prosperity hate out there. Life advancement hate. Because if you got targets of who you want, where you want to be, what you want to have, a lot of that energy can go toward that. But if you strip yourself of wanting anything like the mainstream want you to have, that could be part of your self-medicating, acting on the lust. So think about that. Think about that. Consider that. No condemnation, all love. God bless you. Signing off.